Right all over, David.
Hold your hand up if you want to say something. Roll out.
All right, hey guys, it's David Botchway, and I'm supposed to be talking about coding.
Hi, guys. Really?
Hello.
Do we have all our mics on?
Not
Yeah.
me.
Welcome, guys. Go ahead. Give us the intro, David. You're doing a good job. Sorry. I didn't
Yeah, okay. Anyway, hey guys, David Botchway. I want to write up time out. Do you know when people touch this? Anyway, it's David Botchway. I'm supposed to be talking about coding today, but instead we're going to be talking about movies, music, and anything that comes
Can
out.
I get a temp podcast?
There it is. There it is. We were waiting for the title,
All right.
buddy. If you're going to do the intro, you
Yeah.
got to do the title.
Nah, bro, you have to do a long, winded thing that nobody listens to.
And
that
then
they
no one's
skip.
going to listen to the rest of it.
Exactly. And then you,
So
throw in
then
an
the rest
ad.
of the content can be M-rated for all we care.
That's
Exactly.
what we're
No
going to do
one's
today.
listening.
Is I'm also giving you guys a chance to ask me anything.
Oh, G-rated, you mean?
No, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to open it up. But the
Wow.
only trade-off is this is how you hook people. Is that you guys have to answer one of my questions about coding.
Okay.
I
It's
know
not like
so
you know
much
much about
coding.
coding.
Well,
No,
it's not going to
no.
be questions about coding. It's not like a quiz. I know I'm a teacher, but it's not a quiz.
Wow,
I'm going to
you're
be
so
asking
hip and
how
cool.
coding affects you, what you guys want to do, and how you think coding will
But
play
this
into
is
that.
after we ask you questions.
Sure.
course.
Well, maybe.
All
We'll
right,
see.
all right,
You
Can
have
we
to earn
talk
it. You have
about
to earn
Big
it.
Head Braden?
This is something you have to earn. Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
talk about that too, Rui. That's on the table. All my radio career is on the table. Everything is on the table. I have one veto power. I'm going to take one veto question, just one,
You mean
for
that,
all lunches.
like
all
that
lunches.
one time you shaved half of your head?
We're giving it. I'm giving it. You can ask a teacher anything. We're here at Somerville High School. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it's Somerville High. On Snapchat, it's Somerville High. On Instagram, it's Somerville High School. And YouTube, Somerville TV Media. My name is Mr. Moriarty. Moriarty, if you know me well. We're not going to swear. We're going to keep it PG, kinda. But again, I'm lifting the
It's high
sanction.
school.
What sanction?
This is for the media class, right? We're doing this for AV Tech,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
And I want to ask you guys honestly about what you guys think about coding and tech and how it's going to affect what you want to do in your life.
Parker, can we switch chairs?
Nah, I'm enjoying this chair. I don't want to get
That's
up.
a comfy chair. Why don't I get the comfy chair? I'm the teacher.
No,
I-
but I'm
I-
David.
I sat down first.
Yeah.
I really have to
That's
start.
just rude.
I
gave
just
you
got to
that
start
chair.
throwing my weight around here.
You have to start
You like
carrying
that?
more weight.
My name's Alex today, by the way.
Anyway,
You have 4 IDs right there.
I do. I have tons of IDs.
Mr.
I
Miller,
collect
can
them.
I get a temp?
Mr. Mayo, I don't need a temp. I got 4 IDs. I'm good.
I mean, my first question is, why did you decide to become a teacher of, all professions?
Well, my radio career dried up. That's why.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, radio's dead.
Well, yeah. Well, that's one of the things that I want to get into is podcasting. I
Radio
actually
is the new
don't think that
podcast.
podcasting is anywhere near as popular as it should be. And this is the next evolution. A lot of radio people are getting into podcasts. All radio stations have podcasts now that are available on iTunes, on Apple Music, on everything, Spotify. I'd love to be making a podcast with you guys every week.
What are we doing?
Well, we're doing that now. This is just the test run. And if you heard Monday's show, you know that was the test run.
No,
of the test run.
that was a pilot.
That was a pilot.
No,
Again,
Tuesday
I didn't think
was
we'd
the
get that
pilot.
far.
I
Who should
believe
rubber
Owen
bands
described
again?
it as a train
Was
within
it
a
you?
train
That was an
crashing,
accident.
correct?
That was an accident?
I don't know.
Rui just hit me with his cap. I guess he's trying to get me to shut
No,
up.
sorry. It was a accident.
So
funny.
let's go around the room and introduce everybody here. Haley's running the camera back there. Nick is on board duty in AV Tech. We got Chet hanging out.
Hey, Chet.
Let's see. Killian's here. Owen, Parker,
Owen's on
David,
board.
and our host, Owen and Parker, Broadcast Club captains.
Rui's
Rui and
just a
Owen are well
freshman.
on their way. We are part of the SHS Broadcast Club. And again, it's Can I Get a Temp podcast. We're coming to you live from the security office here at SHS High School. This is where they get their temporary IDs. We're right outside the lunchroom. And if this is your first time hearing us, we have the entire school coming down here for lunch during all 3 lunches. And we're playing music. Javensley's on the 1 and 2s once we get him back here. Where's DJ Javensley?
DJ Javensley, please report to Mr. Miller's office.
Yeah, we need to
Immediately.
hear you on the decks. Okay, so we're talking about coding. It's Hour of Code Week, Computer Science Week. The goal is 60 minutes of live podcasting about all things tech. And since I'm the media teacher and I'm know more about TV and movies than all y'all put together, I figured you guys could ask me any kind of question. And I have the
I
radio
beg to
background.
differ.
And I worked in TV.
I
and I've
beg
been in a music
heavily to
video.
differ. Are we
Wait, what do
talking
you mean?
about outdated old media or
Okay, what's outdated old media? Like
Radio.
newspapers?
radio?
Radio is working to get better, but
And
yeah,
when-
it is dead. I'll tell you that. It's dead.
When you went to college, you probably learned about newspapers, especially in all 3 of them.
Journalism. You're learning about journalism in Nova Club.
No,
I
no,
know.
no, no, no. But that's new age journalism. As in, let's make a 3-minute video and stuff as much information as we can. Not let's make a 3-hour documentary.
Stuff as much
that nobody's gonna
good
watch.
information and information that matters to you. They want from your teen perspective. That's another reason why we're doing this podcast. Is I wanted to give it an outlet for students via tech to be able to express their feelings and their concerns. So that's why I said, ask me anything. If there's something you want to ask me about the school, I'll try to answer it honestly.
Why are you here?
Why am I here right now?
Yeah, like no.
They're paying me.
Why are you
Whoa,
here?
whoa, whoa. I didn't ask why did you choose. Okay, let me rephrase.
I have responsibilities.
Why do you want to be a teacher here?
At
And
Somerville
why
High
have
School.
you not left?
I love it here. You kidding me? Honestly, I do it for you guys.
Mr.
And
Moriarty, we said honesty, please.
honestly, honestly, I want to be here for you guys. And you guys came in first year. Your freshman year was my first year. Okay? And you guys remember how lost I was then?
I wasn't affiliated.
No, you weren't there until sophomore year. But look how I'm completely useless here without you, right? And without David, and without Owen now and Rui. It's all about passing down that knowledge. I basically wanted to show anybody in the school how to do some tech stuff because think about it. Think about teachers trying to get a PowerPoint going, or think about teachers
Okay,
trying to show you a
let's stop
video.
subbing people.
Yeah,
All right,
we're-
I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus.
we're
But
not
how
here to throw
painful is it
shade.
to watch teachers interact with tech?
Awfully.
Oh God.
How bad?
Oh.
Don't use names,
Nope,
but what's the
nope,
worst story you
nope.
got?
Let's
Your
see.
chemistry
Hey,
treats.
let's
Give the mic to
not
Owen. Let's hear.
Nope. I'll have you know, right here, Joseph Torello is the best teacher ever.
Mr. Terrell is amazing.
Mr. Torello is my guy, and I'm saying personally that my best experience with technology at all is when he turned on the TV, pulled out a VHS tape from God knows when,
Yeah.
put that in, and I sat down and watched a very educational thing. Thank you very much.
Yeah, they were making good media back then. Just because it's old media on a VHS tape doesn't mean it's not important. Yes, it's dated. Yes, there's awful stuff in there that doesn't fly nowadays. But the information was saved for a reason. And then you get to go back and look at it. And VHS used to be cutting edge. You got to understand.
It
Like
still is cutting
Blockbuster
edge.
was my jam.
Literal, like
Like that's
cutting
where I
edge.
went. I used to work at a video store. That's you wonder why I watch all these
I'm
movies. I
aware.
used to work in like a Blockbuster, but it was like a knockoff Blockbuster.
So it wasn't Blockbuster.
It wasn't Blockbuster. We
It
didn't
was
have
like Netflix, but back then.
yeah. So you had to go out and get
because
tapes and DVDs and all this other
Blockbuster
stuff.
bought out everything else until there was nothing but Blockbuster.
Right, yeah.
And now there's nothing of
But
Blockbuster
Netflix.
left.
What
Do your
about-
homework, Juvensley.
What about
Good
that
man.
Blockbuster that John Oliver donated some famous actor's jockstrap to?
Oh, Russell Crowe. See, I told you I know everything. That was Russell
Yeah,
Crowe's
Russell Crowe's
jockstrap from
jockstrap.
Cinderella Man.
Yeah.
You make me
And he
very
donated to the
uncomfortable.
Blockbuster, and what ended up happening was that Blockbuster closed, and they had to get rid of it. But guess who bought it?
John Crowe.
Oliver.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
And then Russell Crowe showed up on John Oliver's show wearing it.
So he bought back his own jockstrap.
Yeah, it was weird. And then they
Uh.
donated all the money to charity, and they made a ridiculously awesome video about it.
No, that means that somebody bought a jockstrap like 3 times.
What?
Yeah.
3 different people
That's
bought
what
a
society's
jockstrap.
That's where you're hung
evolved
up?
into.
That's
yes,
what's hanging
yes,
you up.
yes. The fact that people were spending literally thousands of dollars on
But
a
it was
jockstrap.
donated. It was
Okay,
donated.
let's stop talking about Russell Crowe's jockstrap.
Sure, that's a good
Before
idea.
I get too explicit. Thank
Right.
you.
So let's talk about it. I said you gave me a question. Now I got to ask you guys a question, coding question. All right.
Yeah.
How do we make coding more exciting for you guys to learn?
I feel as if coding is a very niche thing, and I feel as if we shouldn't be trying to get everybody into coding.
Yeah.
We should try to get people into STEM. Now I feel like a lot of people have like hopped on the coding train because coding seems the most like applicable thing in our lives, our hip, cool, modern lives filled with phones and technology. But at the end of the day, I can name 3 kids that actively pursue coding as something they enjoy.
And also, what I find boring about coding,
Yeah.
you have those stupid Scratch programs. You just drag and click.
I love
And-
Scratch though.
But it's
It's kiddie
code.
stuff,
No, it's
yeah.
coding simplified, and that's not fun.
No, you want to do
It's
coding for coding.
It's for literal 5-year-olds.
But would you do coding for coding? Would you do actually go in and learn?
I
like
don't
C
know how to. I don't know
or
how to
HTML?
code. I don't know any of the
That's why
stems.
they're trying to make it and break it down into an easy block. That's why Scratch is like that, and that's why we use Final Cut Pro instead of using Adobe Premiere or
Because
Avid.
we
No,
can't
we have other
afford
reasons.
Premiere.
No.
Yeah, my 12-year-old Macs say that.
No, but
Go
like
ahead.
the
Well, for me, I honestly have no personal interest in coding. And again, I agree with David. It's a niche thing.
It's not though.
Yes, it is.
Can I explain why it's not?
Why is it not?
Well, David, go ahead. Go ahead, David.
Yep.
Oh, you know, I feel like coding is like editing. Like Parker can sit in front of a screen for an ungodly amount of hours looking at like 3 seconds of footage. However, I can't do that simply because it is tedious and boring.
No,
like,
you
making
can't do
a
that
niche.
yet because you don't understand why.
No.
No,
David
no.
just can't keep his mind set on something for 6 hours in front of a computer screen like that.
Have you seen me?
Here.
Have you met me? Hi,
Are
Moriarty.
you David Botchway?
No, but
no,
I'm
we're
no.
the select group that fit the niche.
Exactly.
That's his point.
Well,
just like Parker isn't comfortable being in front of a camera for God knows how long, I'm not comfortable sitting in front of a screen. And I feel like coding is a lot like editing because it's tedious lines of code that you are writing meticulously. And if you mess up like literally a letter, you are screwed for 3 hours. You know what I mean? Finding that exact letter.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can do that, and not a lot of people should.
Okay,
Maybe
no,
a
it's not
niche
for
market.
everybody. And there's
So then
definitely
it's a niche.
good coders and bad coders. There's horrible
You
coders out there.
You mean
But it's
hackers?
something that you should at least
No, because
take a look at, or
Well,
at least consider, because everything's got coding involved in it now. All things have tech. Everything does. Think about the first time that you sat in front of an audio board, David, and you looked at it and you go, I don't know how any of this works. I hear it from everybody. I don't know how any of this works.
No, but the
now
thing
you know how to
is,
use an audio
the
board.
thing is, I was interested in learning how it worked. However, if you can't force coding down people's throats,
How do we get you interested without forcing it down your throats?
Well, because I feel as if we should get kids interested in STEM, not coding specifically.
Ah.
I feel like people are saying coding just because it's the most applicable thing in our lives. You can't using
I think
that.
that's the focus.
No, but using that same thing, you can't just say, well, everyone should walk because we walk all the time. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, kids, we're gonna go over walking technique to make sure you know how to walk in the most perfect way possible.
Some of you need it because going down the hallway takes forever. I mean, come on, getting past you guys. Like,
no,
how do any of you guys know how to walk down the hallway?
No, but the thing is,
Where did you learn? Who taught you? What, do we have to line you up like kindergarten?
We're
class
talking
again?
about code.
What's up,
coding.
guys?
Yes,
so I
coding.
think another thing is like we need coders, like we need doctors, but not everybody has to be a doctor, and
Facts.
not everybody
Fair.
has to be a doctor.
That's a very good
that's
analogy.
That's
I
a
love
great way
that
of putting
analogy.
it. Thank you, Rui.
my walking one. Like, if you gave me
I
a
agree with
scalpel, I'd probably hurt somebody really badly. You should never
Oh.
give Rui a scalpel.
Let's not do that.
Wait, what happened?
Oh yeah. By the way, before I forget,
Okay.
talking about STEM and talking about tech tonight. Rent is opening night for Rent. It's an SHS
Musical.
musical.
That relates a lot to STEM because of the AIDS epidemic that is going on.
You
in
can
the
relate
store.
anything to STEM.
Also,
You can relate anything to STEM, David. I can
Yeah.
do Rent.
AIDS.
Yeah, it's about AIDS.
Yeah, it's about the AIDS epidemic.
Yeah,
You should
in
really
the
go
80s,
see it.
90s.
Tickets are $10 for students and $12 for adults.
15 at the door, right?
15 at the door.
Or is it-
Opening night
I don't-
tonight. Good luck.
Yeah.
Break a leg out there, guys.
Literally.
8 p.m.
8 p.m. here at the-
figuratively.
God help.
Somerville High School Centennial Auditorium.
That's what we call it now?
It also relates
No.
to engineering.
No, I'm not in.
It does. How does it relate to engineering, Rui? You're part of the. He's part of the musical, so
Yeah, you
They
do
had
something.
Yeah, I
Tech kids
betrayed you
slaving
guys.
away. It was horrible.
Sorry, but yeah, it was a feat of engineering putting that whole set together and keeping it from falling on people.
It was also akin to the pyramids and the feats of voluntary labor.
A lot of gaff tape.
yeah. But the thing is that
Oh,
you guys
I
were able to
could
do
imagine.
that. I didn't think you'd ever be able to put this set that you guys have together
Yeah, no
up
one
on that
did.
stage. It's unbelievable the amount of engineering that you guys had to do and the amount of building you guys had to do and working all the sound out, working the lights out. I heard you guys change the gels. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Shout
But-
out
They
to
needed to be
shout out to the stage crew who actually put the whole set together.
That's awesome, and I can't wait to see you guys perform. It's happening all this weekend, right?
Yeah.
No, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Oh, really? There's not a show on Sunday? There's not a matinee? No?
No, there's a 2 p.m.
Oh, on
matinee
Saturday.
on
That's right. That's how
Saturday.
they do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
isn't it kid friendly?
Yeah, they took a song out. It's a school edition. They took
wait.
out Contact.
So they made it kids friendly, but it's still about the AIDS epidemic. you
right.
know?
So, yeah, it's not lighthearted fare, but it's still really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we have a student outside who wants to ask a question.
We have a
This is the
student
best-
right here that wants to ask a
We have
question.
two. Send them around this way into the Code Cafe, the SHS security office. We're going to start opening up some questions to people that are headed
Yeah,
to
I
lunch.
knew
Second
that
lunch
was
has
going to
just started.
happen. You know, that was going to happen
So,
eventually.
Hey, Mr.
we're playing
Sample.
Ask Moriarty
we have
Anything.
a student that wants to ask
Oh,
a
we have a
question.
student. Well, go ahead and give him a mic, will you? Oh, hello, student. You look quite mature for your age.
Youthful.
Yes.
Who? Please identify yourself.
My name is Mr. Semple.
Hey,
It's been
Mr. Semple, what's
Hey,
up?
been
Mr.
10 years
Semple.
since I've been in high school, except for
What?
my career.
Funny.
Yeah, I know, right?
What's
All
your
right, try.
question?
Oh, I don't know. He told me to show up.
Yeah,
Okay,
Semple's
hi.
here to answer your questions too. We're gonna open you guys up. You can ask a teacher anything. So if you have a question that you want to ask me, if you don't know my history, you can ask me anything. Anything you want to know. The only thing is that you got to trade it for a question about coding. come on over here and put the. Owen wants to ask a question. Arbin, do you have a question for us too? Owen Hughes, come on over here and ask the question, will you? Guys, you can also walk around this way to where Mr. Semple is. And Mr. Semple, do you mind asking people the questions out there that are past our divider here? So, Owen, watch out for the camera behind you, but go ahead. Move over this way. Come on.
Who do you think you are?
Who do I think I am? My name is Mr. Moriarty. Hi. I'm 39 years old. I thought that was your question.
My name is
I
Inigo
am a
Montoya.
media teacher here at Somerville High
Kill my
School.
father.
I live up in Burlington. I have 2 kids. I'm married. Have been for, oh God, 4 years? Maybe 5?
It's been 4, Moriarty.
Has it been 4? Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
glad that you're paying attention for me, Parker. What am I getting my wife for Christmas? Do you know?
Hopefully a puppy.
No more puppies. Bentley's on his last legs, his last 3.
Jesus.
Oh, I
somebody over
I
here.
threw my dog under the bus. Oh, hey, you want a question?
Don't
Okay.
throw your
What's
dog
name?
under the bus.
Joao?
Figuratively or
Joao.
literally.
Oh, hey, what's up? You have a question? What's the question?
What do you,
Think about it. You take a second. Okay, what else do you want to know? I'll answer anything you got. I worked in radio for 15 years. I worked for WZLX, Boston's Classic Rock, 100.7 WZLX, Boston's Classic Rock. I was a
You're
producer.
that guy.
I was
That guy.
I was a sidekick on the morning show.
Big Head Braden.
Big Head Braden.
Head
That's
Braden.
right.
Please,
'Cause I got the
Big
noggin.
Head Braden.
Describe
That's right.
in detail that one time you shaved half of your head.
Oh, that was for the Celtics. We did that for after we had a great relationship with the Celtics, and they won the championship. I shaved half my head because I had made a bet with the guys early on in the show during the playoff run that they were going to win the championship, and I said if they do and they sweep, then I don't have to shave my head. I'm that confident. But if anything less than that happens, I'll shave my head. They won. The other team won 1 game. Okay, so I lost the bet. I shaved half my head. And then I shaved the rest of it after it was done. And we shot a couple videos. You can see it on YouTube. I have all sorts of stupid stuff on YouTube, by the way. Like, just tons of
Have
blackmail
you accessed your
material.
MySpace page?
Yeah, I have. I still can't get it.
and-
I still can't get on there. Yeah, let's not search let's not do that. But that's a road less left. Best
That's a
west.
road that needs some
Let's
construction.
just ignore that. Let's pass that
pave
stop sign.
over it.
Okay, pave over it. So who else has some more questions? Did you figure out
Joel's
what your
got a
question
question.
what do you guys do during the broadcast club?
Okay, you guys can handle this one for me. Broadcast Club, what do we do?
We edit projects for clubs. We run a tech for like assemblies. This
And you guys get paid, don't you?
for after school stuff.
Yeah. You guys get $25 an hour
Months late.
for being yeah, okay, but you still get paid.
Good.
I haven't yet.
We're getting better.
Geez, 25
at
bucks
that.
an hour.
Yeah, we get
I'll sign up for
$25 an
that.
hour to do AV tech work.
For
So
the-
like
for
setting
the
up
industry,
a
that's not
projector,
much.
setting up microphones. Like Maddie is in charge of doing all the sound for the musical, and she does maybe 10 events a year. That's $250. That's great. What else we got? That's more than that, $250, isn't
Yes,
it?
that's assuming an hour per.
That's an
event.
hour. Like some events are 8 hours. What's up, Mr. Blake?
Hey, Mr. Blake here from the history department.
Hey, my advisory co-roomie.
Did you go yesterday?
I did.
All
4
right.
people showed up.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's double our normal.
I know. We did pretty well. I was proud of us.
All right, so my question is for Mr. Moriarty is,
Oh.
what is your biggest regret?
That
What
MySpace
would
page.
you
yeah.
go back and change in your life?
One thing that I would go back and change.
Accepting that job, right?
No, I probably would have taken the David Lee Roth job. That's what I would have done. I would have taken the David Lee Roth job and moved to New York, but I didn't. David Lee Roth took over for Howard Stern. He did way back in the day. This is dating myself, but when Howard Stern made the jump because radio was dying, right, and went to Sirius, and everybody was all over satellite radio. How many of you still listen to satellite radio? Right, exactly. But it's actually really great. When Howard
'Cause
made
they
that
can
jump,
swear
they had
on
to
it.
replace him on terrestrial radio or old school radio. So what was CBS's great idea? They decided that they were going to hire 10 different celebrities, including Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar. The View came out of this. Tons of people. They hired all sorts of crew. Busta Rhymes was one of them. And they put him in the top major markets as a trial run for like 2 months to see if it would work. It was actually 2 weeks. 2 weeks of a show they had to do. And the VPs for CBS Radio flew around the country watching each one. We got David Lee Roth. And who knows who David Lee Roth is?
I do not.
In Boston.
No. Who's that man?
During the one of the, I think it was the holiday break, we had David Lee Roth as our jock. He ended up getting the job in New York, and I produced him for that week. I got to hang with David Lee Roth, who was a childhood idol of mine. He plays. He was the lead singer for Van Halen. Has a bunch of songs that. Was he the best vocalist for Van Halen? I say he is. I don't like you Hagar fans, whatever. I mean, but David Lee Roth was iconic, and I couldn't wait to meet him and get to work with him. That was insane. So they offered me the job after they decided that they wanted to hire him, and he was terrible on the air. He was such a jerk. He was awful.
That was so bad.
Oh.
To it years after. I listened to it for like 3 times. And I was like,
Oh, it's so bad. So,
buddy, this ain't your thing.
but since he came out to ZOX, like he showed up and he had spiral notebooks full of just random gibberish he had written down, chicken scratch handwriting. It made no sense because he had fallen out of favor, and now he was basically trying to get his fame back.
You're
He
on
had
a
worked as a
tangent.
paramedic.
You're on a tangent.
I know, but I'm getting back to it. So I was psyched about working for David Lee Roth. He got the job to replace Howard Stern, and I was offered a contract to move down to New York. You know how much I was offered?
$250,000 just for signing, right?
To produce. I was a 24-year-old kid at this time.
Uh-huh.
I was offered exactly $35,000 a year to move to
Jesus.
Manhattan. Because you can't live in Manhattan.
How are we gonna
can't live in
pay?
You know how much it
Manhattan,
costs
man. You can't live in
to
Manhattan
move
for
to
that.
Manhattan?
Speaking
Especially
of
nowadays,
rent.
too.
What?
Especially today.
Today, forget it. Like, and everybody said it was nuts. They said, "Go! It's one of the most amazing act. You're going to be Baba Booey." And I was like, and I was on air, and it was an on-air gig. It was a producer gig. I was like, I'm psyched. The guy liked me. He asked for me to come. I said no. I was just like, you know what? Not for $35,000 a year. You got to give me honest money, or else I'm never going to see a significant pay raise or be able to buy my own place one day. Now I can buy a place. I have a place that I can put over my kid's head. I don't regret that, but I would like to know where that would have
Wait.
gone.
The entire question was your biggest regret.
Right. I would have gone with it. I would have gone with it. I would have. If I have to think of one thing I would say is a regret, it's that, because I would have loved to see where that would have taken me. But, and on my own career,
But
in a
now
different
you're
way.
here.
But they flunked out. They paid David Lee Roth $4 million a year. Okay? And he was out of there in 8 months. And they signed him for a 6-year contract.
Drugs.
And they had to pay it.
Mm.
Okay? They had to pay all that money for 8 months worth of work. I would have seen a couple months worth of, maybe a couple thousand, and I would have been stuck in New York with no money. And everybody that went down after that show doesn't work in radio anymore.
I
They
wonder
all
why.
got blacklisted because they had the stink of David Lee Roth on them because he was that bad. So there you go. Biggest regret.
And you want to see where that would have taken you?
Yeah, I would have loved it.
But
I mean, I would've
you
been in
just
New York. I
explained
would've-
where it would have
Dude, I
taken
would
you.
have been on like the Howard Stern show. Are you
But
kidding me?
you wouldn't be now. You'd
No.
be stuck here basically.
David Lee Roth stink on you?
Hey, that's what it sounds
no,
like.
I really don't. But
So then, what is your biggest regret?
that's it. I
That
mean,
turned into your biggest what if.
that's okay. Maybe that's a better answer for it. The regret is not seeing that through, or at least considering it more. I wish I'd considered it more and thought about it.
He
'Cause
wants the stink.
yeah,
He wants the stink.
Yeah,
I understand that.
I do. David Lee Roth's awesome. Awesome. Van Halen's awesome. I mean, what's your favorite Van Halen song? Jump. If you say Jump, I'm going to hurt you.
That's the one that came to my mind.
Everybody thinks Jump.
I can't think of another one. What is there another
Panama.
one? Okay, that's actually better than Jump.
Panama.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Panama's
saying.
better than Jump.
All right.
There
Why
you
don't
go.
we take a break? We're on the. Sorry, I ran
Let's
you
play
guys
some
off.
Van Halen.
If we have Van Halen, I don't even know if we do. Our downloads aren't really working.
What's
at the moment.
DJ Chet doing?
DJ Jet's on the ones and twos, so we're gonna.
Chet,
do this.
not Jet.
Well, I said Chet. Can I get a Temp podcast? SHS Security Office, Code Cafe, Somerville High on Twitter and Snap. Hit us up. You guys want to not
a
ask me a
breather?
question that takes me down a tangent like that?
We didn't ask you the question.
I don't know.
It was
it's a
Mr.
teacher,
Blake.
Of course. Do you guys have any more questions you want to ask? Maybe we'll come after the break and answer.
Sure, I'll think of a question.
Failure.
What's the meaning of life?
32. 42. It's 42.
Whoa.
Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. Phantom, that's alright. Inside all white. Like something you ride a sled. No, I just want that. My brilliant, I'm mad. A brilliant, her man. No, everybody got the same swag now. Watch the way I tear down. Stacking my bands all the way to the top. All the way to it be falling. No, every time that you leave your spot, your girlfriend call me like, come on, no. I like the way that she treat me. Gonna leave you, won't leave me. I call it that Casanova. She say I'm insane, yeah. I wanna bring her. swear you fake on. Y'all ain't wanna take my kid on. Red on, at the store, red on. Yeah, mess on, look, test on. Fast car, nice car, rest on. In the club, they got no ones that we won't back down. Yeah, clothes from overseas, got the racks and they all see. No, to you it's not a cheat. Oh, looking at your stagger, look your money, it all green. Oh, I was counting that is all 20s, that's a G, bro. She say, you're the worst, you're the worst. I can't I die, this is my universe. I don't really care if you cry. What really shouldn't ever lie. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eyes. She said, baby, I am not afraid to die. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. Die, I'm die, die. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge, yeah. All my friends are dead, yeah. Push me to the edge, all my friends are dead, yeah. All my friends are dead, yeah. That is not your swag, I swear you fake on. Y'all ain't wanna take my kid on. Red on, at the store, red on. Yeah, mess on. Mess on, look, test on. Fast car, nice car, rest on. In the club, they got no ones that we won't back down. Yeah, clothes from overseas, got the racks and they all see. No, to you it's not a cheat. Oh, looking at your stagger, look your money, it all green. Oh, I was counting that is all 20s, that's a G, bro. She say, you're the worst, you're the worst. I cannot die, this is my universe. I don't really care if you cry. I don't really shouldn't ever lie. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eyes. She said, baby, I am not afraid of
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Buckler. Find your head, drop it. Find your head, drop it. Bossa nada shot, stay like bossa nada shot, bossa nada shot.
Hi, welcome back to the Can I Get a Temp podcast live from Somerville High School, Mr. Miller's office, the hottest spot in Somerville right now.
Blazing.
I'm Owen Hughes. I'm here with
Orbans.
Joao.
Rui.
And then, I'm Moriarty. Hi. I'm the media teacher. These are some random assortment of students here at Somerville High School. How are you guys doing? You guys having fun with the whole podcast thing?
Yeah.
What do you think? Is this like a good idea, or do you think it's kind of cheesy and lame?
It's amazing. It's an amazing thing.
Okay. It can be both. So it's lame and cheesy? Or is it... We wanted to do this just to prove that we could,
I
kind
think
of.
we should keep doing this.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
keep doing
If Miller will have us, I don't mind doing this, but I don't think that the lunch people...
I don't do it for them.
The
I do
lunch
it for
crew
myself.
really... Yeah, we don't do it for them. But
damn right,
they're basically just caught in the crossfire.
The podcast, it should keep...
You want us to keep it up?
Yeah.
Hold the mic a little closer to your mouth. See, again, it's live podcasting. Some people don't know how to talk into a microphone, but I want you guys to learn. I want you guys to get comfortable with this. I want you guys to know how to podcast because everybody's podcasting now, just the same way that everybody's learning STEM and everybody's learning coding. I want to amend my previous question in the Ask Moriarty Anything segment. We're also going to do that again here where you guys can ask me any kind of question you want, and we'll take it from outside. No holds barred, okay? So you have to answer a question about coding in return. But I said my biggest regret. Mr. Blake asked me what my biggest regret was, and I thought about it as soon as I walked outside. Because what did I go outside to do?
Smoking? Start
Yep.
smoking?
Why, you smoke?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
damn.
don't smell? You don't smell it on him?
I don't.
You don't smell
All the
that?
time?
Nah.
Yeah, I reek of
He
cigarettes.
smells like an Italian grandfather.
I don't smoke
Well, you can save that
cigarettes.
question for a second, Chad. I'll ask. I'll take that in a second. But yeah,
Moriarty smells like the back room of a bar where they watch football games.
where do you think I learned how to smoke? Or the first time I picked up a cigarette was at a bar. I was waiting to go see a show at the Middle East, and I was there with a buddy of mine who smoked, and I thought they were gross. I didn't want them, and I got a little too tipsy at the show, and I ended up stumbling outside, and I said, whatever, I'll have one.
You
And-
fired.
Now I wish I could go back and kick that kid's ass.
The end of
That's
your
like
life
the
right
worst
there.
thing you can do: drinking and smoking.
Yeah,
That's the
Right.
best
I've
thing
stopped
you
the
could do.
drinking. The drinking I don't do anymore.
That's the best thing.
Like,
Wow.
I would never smoke or drink because these kind of things, it
Oh,
can, like,
I've taken
Mommy's
20 years
boy.
off my life.
Yeah, it can,
Easily.
like,
Mommy's boy.
like I have a heart condition, and if I did
Oh, I'm
actually
sorry.
smoke
Yeah.
or drink, I would eventually endanger my health, which I would never do.
I'm literally telling you. I know it sounds so cheesy for me to say, don't ever start, because you
I'm
hear that from
very
teachers all the
sorry.
time. But I'm telling you, as a kid who's been smoking since he was 14,
What?
don't start. 14, yeah, I got started early. Early. I can't tell you how much money I've wasted, too. I can't tell you how much money I've wasted on cigarettes. Oh, my God. It's like $12 a pack now, and
Man.
you buy a pack a day, 7 days a week. Well, I'd say 5 days a week because I don't smoke at home. But you guys, e-cigarettes, yeah, like the survey that you guys talk.
Screw your lungs. Worry about
Yeah.
your wallet, people.
That's what I'm saying. But that's why they want to know about you guys with the whole smoking survey that came out with the vaping and everything else, because that's the new thing.
That's why you
Because
have such a
vape is
great
life.
radio voice.
yeah, that's
It's
exactly
those
what my
years of
voice sounds
smoking.
like.
You're
this.
gruff.
I'm toast.
You sound like
I'm
Tom Waits.
toast. My vocal cords are toast. If I ever want to do radio again, I'd have to really quit doing the smoking thing. And you should hear my singing voice.
Play football.
What? Wait, what was that question? What about football?
Play it.
I did play football. My freshman year I played JV because my brother was all-state lineman, Division 5, Massachusetts, Martha Junior High School. Woo!
Louis Montana, Division 1, Ohio State
Yeah.
University.
Hey,
Hey,
D1,
Baku.
D1. So
One.
no, I played because my brother played and he was an all-state, and they thought, hey, well, I was 1 year behind him, and they were like, oh, he'll grow into become just like Rob. But Rob was built like a tank. I wasn't. I was built like a reed, and I got my ass handed to me on occasion.
Is that the brother that looks like?
Hey.
But sorry, my butt handed. Sorry.
You,
sorry.
you have
butt
to drop
handed,
one
yeah.
S.
Okay, one.
One S. One
Okay.
S.
Is that
Miss
the
Ross,
pro-
you have a question?
What was computer education like when you were in high school?
I remember my
know
first
it's a
computer
bad. I
science
have
teacher.
another question, but first I want to hear this.
Okay, my first computer science teacher was Mr. Bernier. I had him in 3rd grade, and we worked on Apple IIs, Macintoshes, word processors. Like, we didn't even have Pong, man. We didn't have anything. We used this old Macintosh thing, and we weren't typing. Like I told you guys on the first day, we had typing class with old school typewriters. That's what we used to use. Now you guys have got, hopefully, this, and using technology that's not older than I am. to make stuff. That's the idea. Like, we made this happen. We have a mixing board with an iPad. We've got DJ equipment. We've got an amp. I would have killed for this stuff when I was coming up, but I'm glad that you guys have it now. You had another question, Mr.
Yeah,
Rob.
my other question is about music and shows that you've been to. As someone who's gone to a lot of shows, from like Frank Zappa to Social Distortion to
you're dropping
to Marilyn Manson. Hey, what are some of the favorite shows you've seen?
My favorite show that I've ever seen, oh man, Pearl Jam. When I saw them at the Twitter Center, they played all the music. They played 3 nights, back to back to back, where they didn't repeat a song. They played every song that they played on that on the American tour, and the last night was playing the Twitter Center, their last stop. So they did 3 days. Great Woods, or what we used to call.
I went to the first show ever there.
Now it's the Xfinity Center or whatever they call it, or Comcast Center, and I was there every night. It was awesome. I love Pearl Jam, and Nirvana was my jam coming up. But my favorite. Yeah, that's my favorite Pearl Jam, just to answer that question. I'm psyched that you mentioned Marilyn Manson, because I have a Marilyn Manson story. I met him. I got to interview him. I went on his tour bus.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to see him in, I guess the late 90s.
I was working for BCN at the time. I got to go on
I went to the
bus.
show. It was full of 14-year-old girls.
Oh, yeah.
Parents were waiting outside, and then I came back and went to the B-side after. I remember here. Is that place still around?
The B-side? Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's still there.
No,
I remember the B-side. Oh,
yeah,
well,
yeah,
then we're going to have to talk
yeah.
about the channel. But we
It
can
was
go into the old
weirdest
stuff.
Show.
We can go into the old stuff in a minute, but the kids are starting to glaze over with their eyes. Rui, you got a question?
My boss, who interviews a lot of famous rock and roll stars, got to interview Marilyn Manson one time, and he said that one time while he was in the parking lot, a guy jumped him with a gun, and he's fearing for his life, and then from a trailer that was in the parking lot, the door bursts open, and out comes a shirtless Greg Danzig with nunchucks.
Yep, that sounds
and
about
he
right.
chases down the guy, and the guy just runs. And when my boss got to interview Greg Danzig, he asked, "Remember that time you saved Marilyn Manson's life?" And he said, "Which time?"
Hey,
funny.
They
Hey,
hang out.
I'm-
Actually, this
Who's
is
your boss?
really funny video of Glenn Danzig. He's a terrible neighbor, by the way. If you haven't seen those videos on YouTube, I'd strongly suggest go checking those out, because Ozzy gets into a fight with him.
Hey, I have to bring it back to a book, which is, there's a great book called Columbine. I know it sounds crazy to say it's a great book, but it's about the Columbine massacre, and Marilyn Manson.
Oh, yeah, he's in that a lot.
Contributes quite a bit. David Cullen wrote it.
Well, he
I'm
got all that
actually
blame. He got all that blame about
not
Columbine.
Sure if
Yeah.
you have, if we have the book here. If not, I'll buy it. It's a really amazing book. I really enjoyed it. But
Yeah, we talked to him after Columbine happened, and I believe Bradley J., who was the guy I was with on the bus, asked him about that.
Yeah.
And he got blamed for all that, because, I mean, how many
Absolutely.
people in this room have heard that video games and aggressive music cause violence?
Nah.
How many people in this room believe that? I can't
don't.
believe I'm doing a visual cue
I honestly,
on a podcast.
I
but-
honestly think that the part where people say that video games cause violence, I think they're just fake news.
Yeah,
100% fake news.
Yeah,
man.
and Marilyn Manson
Like,
got all the blame for Columbine because of
look,
angry music.
I play violent video games like Call of Duty.
Yeah, what's up, Mr. Lagambino?
And like my mind, it never got me to think that I want to commit violence or a mass shooting. It never made me think either of those things.
The older people are trying to find a reason, okay, and trying to justify or rationalize any of that and wrap their heads around it. It's impossible to do so they have to find a scapegoat. Angry music and video games, even before this, everything, it doesn't matter what video games is, they always want to blame technology and things going that they don't understand. Yeah, I know.
Instrumentals.
Wait, who?
They Link Ray, Rumble, which is an instrumental. They banned that in like the 50s.
Why?
Because they thought it was violent when it's a guitar instrumental. It's all. I mean, that's just.
And now we hear
all throughout
Mia
history.
or MIA with the Bang Bang song. Like, there's all sorts of stuff. Think about how many people listen to that Foster the People song, right?
Yeah.
And that's about literally a school shooting, okay? And people are singing along to it, not realizing what it's about. There's cognitive dissonance. People are willing to forgive the stuff that they like, and if they don't like video games because you guys play them all the time and don't listen to your parents, okay? Yeah, of course they're going to blame it for that because they don't want you to play them anymore. All right, I got Miller going. Okay, Miller's gonna have to come over. Miller's gonna go. Yeah.
Let's not forget that there was a video game tournament shooting. Like
That's right.
A couple
That's right. It was on video, which is horrible.
Say one thing before I go.
I know it's Super
Oh,
Smash
hey,
Bros. I can't
a
wait for
shout
Ultimate.
out. A new one's coming out like
Ultimate,
the 7th.
yeah.
if you pre-ordered it, maybe you can get it. Hey, I'm going to step out because sometimes I can talk too much. But I do want to say that I think that you should consider doing this as some kind of series, maybe once a month for African American as a group, African American history. Could be at the library, could be here.
I like how Owen's shaking his head
hey,
no. Our producer's like, no, I'm
well,
not doing
for
this.
Women's History Month or National Poetry Month, we could do something. It's just a thought.
No, it's not a bad idea. I think that's a good idea. And
despite your producer's negative reaction.
all right, let's not cross the streams, guys. All right, so Owen's shaking his head no. Okay, our producer who's got the headsets on. Well, does anybody want to learn what Owen's doing right now? Teach him if you don't want to do it. David,
Owen suck.
Do you want to teach him? You want to come over here and get on the ones and twos? You want to open the door? Haley needs you.
Keep the door locked. He's out.
Yeah, we gotta see. This is live podcasting. Okay.
I have a question
now
for
we're
Mr. Moriarty.
podcasting.
Hey, if anybody wants to stop at the security office and pick up David's check, we can do that.
Hey,
Yeah,
I heard
okay,
about
right.
that. That isn't cool, Rui, what you did.
Sorry.
Yeah, you have to apologize for that, man. That ain't cool. Wait. Let's have some healing happen right here. David, I want you to hear this because he told me about this morning. Rui, what did you do?
What did you do, Rui?
I'm sorry that me and Anya pretended to tear up your check because he didn't come to work.
Okay. Did you actually rip up his check?
No, that
He
was a
pretended
joke.
to.
Yeah.
That's why you got mad at him?
That'd be awesome if you rip his check, man.
Buck up, kiddo. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah,
really?
Come on, man. We have
Okay.
you really on that, man.
Dude, you really think I would
Man up.
tear up your check?
Woman up.
Rui,
Man up.
I was literally.
He was.
I was this close to doing some.
Yeah, we can't see the anger on the camera. We got to see this. There we go.
Come on, show the anger, David.
So angry right now.
We're doing live mediation here on the Can I Get a Temp podcast.
David.
Conflict mediation right now.
How's Wakanda, man?
See, we're coming together as a group. You want to join us? You got to get a seat. Hey, hey, you know what? Sit in Rui's lap.
Hey, David.
We're not
Share
gonna
chair.
do.
That's a big chair, Rui. All right. So let's get.
I have a question for Mr.
Yeah,
Moriarty.
Arvids, hit me.
Why are you bald?
Why am I bald?
Yes.
Look around the room. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 students that I worry about. I worry. That's why I'm bald.
All right, guys.
What other questions you got? Oh, I'm saying you can ask a teacher anything. What do you want to ask? It's open. Owen, you got a question? Owen over here. Owen, how many Owens we got in the room? 4?
I think we got 4 ones.
Yeah. Arvins, thank you for the question. But yeah, also I used to be a paid spokesman for what's the one? The Rogaine. I used to be a paid spokesman for Rogaine on radio because I was bald. They paid me money to use their product, and it didn't help at all. Obviously. Yeah.
Who's the most unprofessional person you've worked with?
Me. Absolutely. It's absolutely me. I am so unprofessional.
That's a good one.
And the thing is like, I want you guys to learn from my mistakes.
I mean, you're in a beanbag chair right now.
I'm in a beanbag chair right now. I am lounging, and I am, like, we made the Coke Cafe. Like, I feel we need to get some mood lighting up in here. Maybe, like, we got, Chet, you want to play me some sultry, relaxing tunes? Like, I liked what you were playing before. You want to... Well, no, not 6 9. I don't want to listen to stupid.
Kindly play 6 9 very loudly.
No, please don't. But... You can play whatever you want over there, Chet. Again, I want it to be a forum for you guys. So let's
2.
Okay, Owen's gonna leave.
1.
David.
Unfortunately, I have to leave too because
That's okay. Hand the mic off. We're gonna keep going in and
But
out.
I'll come back.
I'll
come back hopefully
sir.
tomorrow.
That's cool. Come on through. We're gonna keep doing it tomorrow on the podcast. It's a Friday free for all where we basically will open up
Friday's
to
a
your
free
topics.
for all, guys.
I wanted to ask you guys a question about movies.
Yes,
you guys want a movie question?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite soundtrack from a movie?
It's not school appropriate, man.
No, it's fine. I want to hear it. No. Is it Straight Outta Compton? What?
I don't have any.
What is that supposed to mean?
Straight Outta Compton is a great musical soundtrack. Have you heard it?
Yes, because it's just NWA.
Yeah, so it's NWA. NWA is amazing.
I don't
We were talking about that movie the other day. That's why I asked him about it.
My favorite movie soundtrack, the Avengers: Infinity War soundtrack.
Why do you like that one? Let me ask you.
I think it's probably one of the best soundtracks and Infinity War, it's one of my favorite Avengers movies, even though the ending was shocking, a little bit sad.
Ah, he snapped. He did the snap. Everybody. That's awesome. Only half of us did the snap. That's kind of ironic. All right, go ahead, David. What's your favorite movie soundtrack?
Wakanda.
In Arbors, I want to know. Tell me the answer.
I don't watch movies. I watch anime. So.
Okay, tell me anime. Okay, Akira's got a crazy good soundtrack.
I don't think he knows what that is. He watches shonen, exclusively shonen.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but can you tell me about it? What is it?
What is it?
Yeah, we don't know.
What animes do you watch?
I watch One Piece, Black Clover.
Yep, exclusively shonen.
Yeah, exclusive anime.
Shonen
What's
is-
the difference?
Shonen is a genre of like manga and anime that's just weird teenagers fighting. Okay. You think of your average Naruto, One Piece.
I don't know what an average Naruto is. You gotta like break it down
Naruto?
for me like an old man.
Like
I know
an
who,
old
that's
man?
the guy who runs funny.
No, it's a bunch of weird people fighting each other. in
Yeah, like
weird
ninjas.
situations. But shonen is a. Why are we talking about?
Oh, Shaman. I watch it.
You do?
Yeah.
He
Okay,
watches
what's your favorite
all
one?
shonen.
2.
Oh,
What are
did you
your
guys hear that they're making Cowboy Bebop into a live?
Oh, I love Cowboy Bebop, bro.
Okay, there we go. See, I know who Cowboy Bebop is. I
you
I know
know-
the show. At least I
Yeah.
used to be on Adult Swim
Cowboy
all the time.
Bebop isn't
Have you
the
watched Joe, the guy who fight?
No, is that good?
Yeah.
Why?
Because like he started as like a inside street fight, like inside indoor street fighters, and then he become like
Was that the boxing anime?
yeah, boxing, yeah.
I haven't
Okay.
watched that, but I've heard about it.
How many kids, how many people and kids, how many peoples, adults, fellow teenagers, give you guys crap for watching anime?
Nobody.
me.
Everyone
I
watches
just,
anime.
I just block out the haters, man.
Dude,
block
everyone
out the
watches
haters?
anime.
I don't have
know-
time
know
for
who
haters.
you're
Does anybody
talking about.
judge you because you watch anime?
No, everyone
Nah.
watches anime.
I am judging you right now.
Are you
Why?
judging
Really?
me?
Why are you judging them?
A fish eyes looking at Louis.
That was mainly a joke, but you know, I have nothing against people who watch anime. It's just the people who take it way too far, and
What do
like
you mean by far?
you know, cultural appropriation.
Come
you know,
on, man.
Oh.
yeah, that's
Oh, I
not
didn't
cool.
think about that.
You better get out of here,
Are we
Rui.
supposed to
No.
be talking about coding?
Yeah, but we can bring this back to coding in a couple of different ways. 'cause
How do you code
there's
anime?
I can
Okay,
tell you
guys.
this. It's cultural appropriation, coding in itself. Code itself is cultural
Okay,
appropriation.
I got a question. What is
culture
code?
is code being stolen from?
Math.
Code is not
Math.
math.
Culture. Numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
Math suck.
Okay, let me explain what I mean. Okay?
Thank God for
Look.
editing. Thanks you so much for
Look,
editing.
how many of you guys feel like you couldn't code at all? Right now, if I asked you to code something, could you code it?
I could code it. I could code a website right now for you.
You know, it used to be a very exclusive type of person who had an opportunity to code. Okay? Rich people. I'm talking about people who could afford an education to go to special schools,
Yeah.
engineering schools, computer
well,
science
actually,
schools.
that's something I actually like to talk about. Coding. The reason why coding. I was reading a book about Bill Gates and this whole thing. Yeah, you read Outliers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Outliers.
I love that book. Good
yeah,
book.
It's a great book. It's a great book with Malcolm Gladwell, and where he speaks about you need like 10 years of intense practice to get good at something. And Bill Gates actually happened to be a shocker here, but a really rich kid. And back in the day, computers didn't used to be these super accessible machines that everybody used to have. You used to literally have to punch things into like cards and plug it into a computer. And hey, Jen.
You have a question, Jen?
I was just watching.
Oh, he's just checking this out. She's just checking this out. She's watching you talk, David.
And I mean, she's gonna have a lot of fun doing that. I talk all the time.
You do.
Yeah, but the funny thing is about computers, you had to literally punch in whatever you needed at the computer to do, and it's so interesting watching computers progress because now we don't literally have to punch things in whole cards to have computers do things, but we can just stare at computers with vacant expression on their faces in order to achieve anything we need to do.
Don't you love computers?
I mean, and then the question comes: Mac or Windows?
Oh, Windows.
Oh, both.
Dude, I'm a Windows guy.
Oh,
Both.
come on, man. Macs are so much
I'm
better.
both.
No, they're not.
No, what are you talking about? What
Dude,
are you
I'm
talking
both.
about?
Okay, I can explain my. It's filled with Macs, old Macs, but they're twice as expensive, and when they break, you can't fix a Mac.
Yes, you
Like they're
can.
done. Like you
Yes,
can
but
customize
you
everything you want.
guys are forgetting that
I'm the
computers
IT
are
guy.
very,
Yes, you
very
can.
expensive machines which
Exactly.
you're supposed to take care of. You are not supposed to throw your
Dude.
MacBook off a cliff. You're supposed to keep it safe, stored.
I'm just saying about software. The
Software-wise, my Mac isn't getting hacked anytime soon at all.
fine, but your UI is terrible.
My UI is beautiful.
It's pretty. I'll
Yeah,
give you that, but
where
it
is
ain't
Double
your
tap.
right-click button?
No,
Yeah,
the
where's your right
funny-
click
The
button?
funny
Double
thing
tap.
about MacBooks and Macs in general is they have this amazing thing called settings. Now, if you go to settings,
Where's your
right,
functional scroll wheel?
You know,
you don't need a default right click. Right clicks are
Yes,
think
yes,
about
you
it.
do need right click.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
For
Oh,
what?
here we go. Here's the big question of the day.
Why,
Right click or
no,
no right click?
no. Why
Both
do you
click.
need right clicks?
It brings a menu of items closer to your cursor, saving time when you're
Hold down the control button.
whatever you're doing.
Yeah, come on,
More
man.
effort with your
I'm switching
fingers.
the side. I'm going with David now.
More effort with your fingers. No, right clicks are obviously unnecessary. Right clicks were added.
Disagree intensely.
I'm going to use an
And you also
Mac
have a
mouse
hand
with
on
my
the
PC
computer.
for you.
No, to be honest, right clicks are obviously unnecessary. That's why when people were faced with
Oh,
no
boy.
right click with the
It is
innovation of our Lord and
convenience.
Savior Steve Jobs, they had no problem with it. However, you obsolete Windows freaks that still just thrive on functionality and
Yeah, because 95% of the users use them.
yeah, because 95
Functionality is kind of
yeah.
key.
Not really. When you really think
Oh,
about
yeah.
it.
Why
no,
does it need to
come on.
function? It just looks pretty. Enjoy your paperweight. Okay, that's going to be a paperweight in 10
My
years.
MacBook Air. No, it's not. Come on. I mean, all computers. are
Do you
paperweights.
also buy the new iPhone every time it comes out?
No, I stopped doing that.
I mean, you have an Android.
Yeah, how much do you pay for your phone? It is
I
a
don't know,
question.
Like $300.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's
300
ridiculous.
bucks for
$300 for an
That's
Android?
ridiculous.
$1,000
What are you doing? What
$400.
T-Mobile, buddy? Where you at?
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
I have the Note A from Samsung.
You like
I
it?
Yeah, I'm liking it so far. Like my older brother, he bought the Samsung Note 8 because I think he liked it better. I think he liked it better than the iPhone.
The iPhone is the superior machine in all aspects.
Disagree.
There is no advantage
Disagree.
to Android whatsoever.
Both are superior, bro. Both
You
are.
guys- Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is the Can I Get a Temp podcast, and we are currently talking about iPhones and how
Seamless.
they're completely better in all aspects and all mediums.
Wrong.
Okay, here's a question.
Yes.
What about so a lot of new phones have a notch at the top of the screen for
Yes.
this, like the speaker and the camera. What do you think
Yeah.
of that?
I
You have your
have-
nice big high resolution screen, little cutout in the top.
Lots
I mean,
of phones.
I feel as if that's
iPhones? All right, let me ask a question. If you could get anything for this holiday season and you got a gift, what would you want?
Yeah, my mom better come in like.
I would've
clapping with the
like a
iPhone
motorcycle or
XR,
something.
'cause
You want
I'm
you want the XR?
Of course.
Why?
Clout.
That's it? Just because what other people?
Okay.
I'm gonna
clout-
judge you for
No, okay. Clout, high res screen, great camera.
Please, it's just a nice. It's nowhere close. No, it's not worth that money.
It's not worth that money.
It ain't-
Listen,
it ain't worth that kind of
No,
green.
he's
It ain't worth-
he's acting like he's not gonna buy it.
I
in,
ain't
like,
gonna buy it when
2
it's
months.
when it's massively discounted, maybe, or when I have to re up on my plan, maybe.
Maybe.
If
but-
I get like a crazy discount,
Yes, but you're not gonna get an Android.
but I'm gonna wait. I've been thinking about getting an Android. I've been thinking about it. I'm starting to worry. I'm starting to head that way. But I saw Rui's phone and it's hacked to all sorts of crap. And Chet, explain to me how
Hey,
you
it
got your
doesn't break.
jailbroken Snapchat up to 1.6 million. How do you do that? Let's get some
What
Chet
about-
flavor.
About jailbreaking your
Add
phone
some
and
Chet
stuff.
flavor. Yeah. How do I
Some
jailbreak?
cheddar
Can you jailbreak
cheese.
my iPhone?
Your iPhone, it depends on what update it's on because they patch them every like month.
I think I'm on the 11 now, right? I'm not sure, but we'll talk after the fact. I'm actually interested in that. Yeah.
I just wanted to say that I'm back. My teacher let me stay
Welcome
until
back. I'm glad that you were
12:30.
here. Let's
Yeah.
reset the room. Owen is our producer. Rui, you're taking over main hosting duties.
Oh,
I've been
God.
talking a lot. Nick is in the a DJ spot. Chet, who got great drone footage, by the way. Was that your brother or was that you?
That was me.
That was you?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for letting us use that, by the way.
You're
He's got some
welcome.
great drone footage that. How long you had that drone?
I had that drone. I got it for my birthday, I believe, 2 years ago.
Okay. I'm
So-
fooling around with the idea of getting a drone for us at the broadcast club.
I can always bring mine in.
Nice.
And let you guys
I-
use
Oh,
it. I don't
if
really-
you come in and fly us, that
I'll
saves us
fly
like
for
how
you.
much money? Like
A
that saves us a
lot.
ton of money.
It'll
Yeah,
save-
bring it in. I'd like you to take us out. We'll go outside and we'll go take some shots of the holiday tree
Sure
lighting
will.
and all that other stuff tonight.
Anyways, I'm planning to get the Sinister Game 1 headset for Christmas.
That's what you want?
Yeah, because I think it's
What's great about this headset?
it's I think I saw my older brother wearing the headset, but it's in white, and I'm planning to get the black
Oh, it comes in
Sinister.
different colors.
Yeah, it does.
What's so great about this headset, though?
I think I had the
It's not Beats, is it? Please
I
don't tell me
had
it's
the
Beats.
I had the HyperX headset, and I thought that the Sinister Game 1 headset was much better than the.
Really?
Yeah.
It sounded better?
Yeah, I think it.
Okay,
was,
you
like,
do it
much
for
better.
online gaming, right?
Yeah.
Like Call of Duty and stuff like that?
Yeah, and I'm getting this for for Twitch streaming and stuff. I'm a Twitch streamer.
I was thinking about getting my kid a Twitch. Or not Twitch. I'm sorry, Switch. A Switch.
No, the
Sorry, I
Twitch,
just dated myself. Switch.
No, it's
Nintendo Switch. I'm thinking about getting my kid. How young is too young for a Switch?
It was never too young.
I mean, can he use his hands?
Yeah, he can use
There's
his
no
hands.
like violent
my
games.
phone like
really.
it's his job. He knows how to use my iPhone. He got to my bank account somehow the other day.
So Twitch is I don't know if you know, but Twitch is. Like,
I know what Twitch is. Yes.
Yeah, it's a broadcast.
Yeah, it's streaming.
for
channels.
streaming.
Yeah.
So
No, I'm not that square. Go ahead.
I've been doing like streamings like over the summer until I stopped because of school stuff.
Yeah, you get busy with schoolwork.
Yeah, and so right now I'm gonna be doing streamings over the weekends.
How many subscribers or followers or whatever they call it on Twitch? Do you have?
Well,
you have a channel?
Yeah, I have a Twitch channel.
How many videos?
I also have a YouTube channel.
Plug it, dude. Plug it.
No problem.
Go ahead, plug it. Tell us. How do we find you?
The link is dtoledo316. That's the same. That's the same same username for my YouTube and my Twitch
Say
channel.
it another time and spell it out for me.
DETOLEDO316.
All right, you're gonna have to type that into a computer because I'm good, or I'm gonna go back and listen.
Or I can write it down on paper. If
That works for me too. We can go analog on this. That's great. Rui, what do you want for this holiday season?
A really high quality DSLR camera, which I know I'm not gonna get, but I can dream.
Is it
What
like
do you
a
want?
face
Like
cam?
the Rebel
like a face
6?
cam?
What?
Is it like the camera? Is it like a face camera or something? like
No,
that?
it's a DSLR camera.
Ah.
Like one of those. Like it actually looks like a photo camera. Like what do you want, Rui? Like what's
I
the
don't know.
specs on it?
I've used the 7D. I think that's great. But the 7D might be nice. Really want like wide range of ISO and just.
I like how Chet's shaking his head and like he knows.
I would love one of those.
Yeah, I would like one of
I
those
would
too.
love that.
Yeah.
Rui, we're talking about STEM. What are all these things you're talking about? You want?
It's technology.
Yeah, camera's
It's
tech.
all technology.
That's all tech.
Yeah.
That all works. Obviously, that's what do you think we're doing this?
So
This is
hot in this
podcasting.
room.
This is zeros and ones running across the court.
How does that affect you?
Well, because it's my job, Owen.
Yeah, he works at Scat TV, right? Or I'm
Yeah.
sorry, what's it called now?
Somerville
SMC?
Media Center. They hate it when you call it scat.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, Heather. Sorry, Erica.
Yeah. Also, hi Heather. Hi Erica.
Oh, we got those in. That's
yeah.
good. So let's take a break. Nick, do you want to play some music maybe for us?
With the
select a
jams,
song?
Nick.
All right. That's good. I now know what I'm not going to get you guys for Christmas or holiday. Owen, what do you want? Nick, Haley, what do you want? What's that?
Otter.
You want an otter? That's not tech. I guess it's science. I guess that's science. What are you going to do with this otter? You're not going to eat it, are you?
Jesus.
I don't know, man. I'm asking the question. Like, for a pet, you want a pet otter.
That'll make
Can
us
you
Hold
can
on.
you legally even buy that?
Now we're gonna be taking a break.
Okay,
Yeah,
$400 for an
unfortunately.
otter? Okay,
That's
we're
a
going to have to talk
sick
about that.
pet, though.
Rui, reset us for us as we go to the music, please.
All right, you've been listening to the Can I Get a Temp podcast. Owen's back. Also, Rent is selling tickets right now, and check us out on Twitter and Snapchat, Somerville High, Instagram, Somerville High School, YouTube, Somerville TV Media. And
Yeah, we have the Monday and Tuesday episodes are already up on our YouTube channel, by the way, Somerville TV Media. Wednesdays,
one of
Women
them.
in STEM is coming.
Yeah.
That's uploading right now. And we'll have this up hopefully by the end of the day today.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you guys should continue doing this.
And now,
What are we doing tomorrow?
and now some music.
Nathan's here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out, boys. That's Nike boys hopping our coast. Way too big when we pull up, give me the loot. Was off the Remy, had up at post. Had to hit my old town to duck the news. 2-4-hour lockdown, we made no moves. Now it's 4 a.m. and I'm back up popping with the crew. I just landed in Chase B mixes pop like Jamba Joe's. Different color chains, think my jeweler really selling fruits. And they joking, man, know the crackers wish it was a news. Sunset.
Surrender, retreat, we all in too deep. Plan for keeps, don't play us for weak. Surrender, retreat, we all in too deep. Plan for keeps, don't play us for weak.
Way too formal, y'all know I don't follow suit. Stacy Dash, most of these girls ain't got a clue. All of these Still Snoop Dogg and D.I.
Guess who's back?
Still doing that, Andre?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Check me out. It's still Dre Day. AK. Though I've grown a lot, can't keep it home. Grown a lot, can't keep it home a lot. Cause when I frequent the spots that I'm known to rock, you hear the bass from the truck when I'm on the block. Ladies, they pay homage, but haters say Dre fell off. How? My last album was The Chronic. They wanna know if it's still going. They say rap changed. They wanna know how I feel about it.
You ain't up on page.
Dr. Dre is the name of my head. Still puffin' my leaf, still with the beats. Still not loving police. Still rock my khakis with a cuff and a crease. Still got love for the streets, reppin' 213. Still the beats bang, still doing my thing. Since I left, ain't too much change. Still,
I'm representing for them gangsters all across the world.
Still,
hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
Still, taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets.
Get in here. Hello, and we are back. Hey, welcome back to the Can I Get a Temp podcast. I'm Moriarty. I'm going to stop talking because my voice hurts. Braden's here. What's up, dude? Come on in. Join us in our round table as we ask Moriarty anything. Ask your teacher anything you want. Well, it's we don't have a table, but we're sitting around in a circle. I'm in a beanbag chair. I'm psyched. I'm psyched. I'm doing this.
There's a spot behind you, man. There's a spot right in front of you, man.
So we're talking about all things tech and how all things tech relate to you guys. And we talked about how coding doesn't reach some of you guys, and some of you guys aren't interested in coding or anything like that. But anything you guys want to do, literally anything that you guys are going to do in the future, is more than likely going to involve coding. It's not like if you want to be a potato farmer, you're still going to need a website. Okay?
True.
You're going to rely on technology. You're going to require on the thresher, and I guarantee you that thing better have Bluetooth for what you're paying for it. All right? That's what I'm saying. Let's do some intros while we're here. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
So first, hi, I'm Joao.
Hey, Joel.
Owen.
Hi, Owen. Braden, what's up, dude?
I am Manuel.
Manny.
Oh, God. Here we go again.
And Chet's on the ones and twos on the DJ, and Owen's producing, and Haley's filming for us today from the SHS Broadcast Club. Before I forget, I want to thank everybody who's been on the show. Thank you guys for coming in and talking. I'll let you guys open up a question if you want to open up a question. We also have Nova Club today after school. Thursday, Rent opens tonight as well for the SHS musical. Everybody's busy. This is a busy week for everybody.
Yeah,
We're podcasting.
busy.
We got Hour of Code Week going on. I'd like to thank Miss Ross, Mr. Breslin, James in the IT department. Mr. Miller for hosting us in the Code Cafe, also known as his office, the security office. Thanks for letting me toss my
Can you call this a
beanbag chair down.
Can you call this a security office?
This is a security office. It's very secure.
I told
That glass could hold maybe half your weight.
You dropped water on my
I
pants.
told the
I
guys.
just had a juice incident.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Juice spill.
What are you doing having liquids out?
I was.
as I take a night.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's
the
delicious. What is that,
irony.
cranberry?
The irony is too big.
All right. It's delicious. No, what is this? This is blackberry. Yeah, that'd be your new seltzer flavor, cranberry cheddar. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So, I'll open it up. Ask me a quick question. Anything.
So
You can ask a teacher. Literally anything.
What's the most smashed you've ever been in your life?
Oh, do you think I'd be able to remember? I don't remember. That honestly, I do not remember.
what's your
keep it simple.
favorite Marvel movie?
Favorite Marvel movie? Oh, man, I really liked Civil War, but
True.
yeah, I really did.
That's
I thought
good.
that was badass. That's also got recency bias, though. It was the last one I watched.
Yeah, we're in school.
Yes.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Salty language, Moriarty. What are you doing? Braden, what's the last movie you watched? Your favorite Marvel movie? I can turn that around on you.
My favorite Marvel movie?
Did you watch Civil War? I love Civil War. I like the big battle scene. And you know that Joss Whedon, the guy who wrote it, was on health kick because he says so many exercise jokes in that movie. It's not even funny, like orange slices. He says that Hawkeye was supposed to stretch. Like there's the dude was obviously on a workout kick and wrote it into the script. It's obvious and it's funny too because Joss Whedon takes things from his real life and weaves it in. All good professionals do.
I think
personal
one of my
stuff.
favorite Civil War scenes was basically Spider-Man funny moments.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And bringing in Spider-Man, thank God we finally got Spider-Man in Marvel movies.
Tom Holland, I think he was.
Oh, he's great. He's
I think
great.
he was
Great
one of
Peter
the-
Parker.
I think he's the best Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh, it's not even close. He's by far the best. He kicks Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire never believed his Spider-Man.
Nah.
Andrew Garfield.
Oh, awful. Scarfy? No. Oh, I'm totally dissing Toby like that. Toby's a wimp.
I feel like they didn't actually have to fight. It felt
Go
kind of
home.
forced. You know?
It did. It felt forced.
And
Hey, Brian.
I think.
Oh my God, Brian.
Thanos. Josh Brolin. I think that's the.
Oh, he
actor.
was a great actor as Thanos.
He was
absolutely best actor in the whole business.
I think he played a really good Thanos. And
Josh Brolin?
Oh my God.
He played a really good Thanos, and he played a really good Cable.
I look like Mandy Patinkin. That's who I look like. And with a little bit of Josh
Deadpool
Brolin.
is also one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. All right. Okay. You can ask me anything, Braden. You're in Nova Club, right? We're obviously learning the tech there. And we got all the new equipment in, by the way, which I'm going to bring up.
I'm definitely.
They're coming in Tuesday. You missed the last time they were here. They were here last Tuesday. They're coming in again next Tuesday as well. And we have the Emerson trip where we're going to go on a techie tour. If anybody wants to go on the Emerson trip, that is December 10th. That's Monday. We're going to meet down at Emerson at 3 o'clock. If you guys want to come and go see all the cool tech stuff that they have there, if you're interested in that as a school, that's my alma mater. What's up, Emerson? And they have the Colonial Theater. They have WERS. They have tons of TV and film studios and sound Foley stuff. It's going to be amazing. We're going to check it all out. So if you want to come, you can just stop by see Moriarty.
Are they gonna give you free stuff?
We'll probably get a gift bag.
Only a gift bag.
Yeah, well, you're gonna thumb your nose at a gift bag, dude. Gift bags are gift bags. You know how much random crap I got from different gift bags that I've gone to? I got some great stuff.
Do
I got
tell.
a signed John Havlicek basketball, and a signed Bill Russell basketball, and a signed Dr. J basketball.
Do you
I
have
like
an entire
basketball.
list of what you just got?
I have a what's the word I'm looking for, Owen? Disproportionate amount
One of my
of
favorite people. right
basketballs taking up residency in my house. I really do.
Oh my.
I'm 5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing.
I think otherwise.
All right. So as we say goodbye to the lunch crew and we wrap up, I gotta get you guys back to class, and I gotta
I'm
give you
fine
passes.
here.
Oh, they know you're here?
I'll stay here.
Oh no, you can help me break down if you want. I want to thank everybody who was here, Miss Ross, Mr. Blake, Mr. Semple, Owen for producing us today.
I
Great
have
job,
Mr.
Owen
Blake
Chu.
next. Do you want me to say anything to Mr. Blake? He's my next class.
Yeah, tell him to say hi and that I was looking for food. Do you know what kind of snacks that guy has?
Mr. Blake?
Mr. Blake,
Does
can
he
we talk
actually
about
have
this?
snacks?
He's got freeze-dried Asian pears. That's not a
Oh,
snack.
you mean the things he eats?
Yeah, that's not a snack,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He's got to get I got Pop-Tarts up in my room. He's got to get
Yeah.
on my level
Yeah.
when it comes to the snack game because he's got nothing.
And
I was rooting through his drawers the
He's
other
trying
day.
to like help students and have them eat healthier.
Ah,
What a loser!
please. Pop-Tarts are healthy, aren't they? There's vitamins in them.
They're healthier than
Yeah.
some of the other stuff we have upstairs.
Oh yeah, well the seltzers. I mean, seltzer doesn't hurt you. Braden, for Nova Club, what are you most excited about learning?
I want to know what gear we're getting.
Oh, we're showing it off today. We got MacBook Pros coming up today. We got the microphones came in. The cameras are coming in Friday. Are you guys ready? DSLR cameras.
I'm excited.
Is it like a GH5 or something.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Wait till you see. I'll show you the spec list. I have the inventory upstairs. We'll go through that as well. Shout out to Mr. Tyke and Nova Club. Shout out to Tanija and everybody over at Nova. Yeah, that's a great opportunity that you guys are getting where you're going to make science journalism pieces, videos, and papers with Nova, which is WGBH, their science wing. It's going to be an amazing opportunity, and that's what this is all
that's the
about.
bell.
Is bringing you guys the opportunity as the bell hits.
Can we start a radio feud with Jim and Marjorie?
Oh, please.
Well,
I was going to be their producer.
I'm telling you.
I know.
I'm telling you.
But that's a story for another day. Tomorrow, Friday Free for All. Join us there.
Jim and Marjorie are guests tomorrow.
Yeah, Jim and Marjorie, if we can get them to call in.
I'm definitely going to join you guys here.
On our non-existent
tomorrow.
phone line. You can if you want. Somerville High on Twitter and Snap. On Instagram, it's Somerville High School.
If you're
YouTube.
squatting on that account, just hand it over now. 'cause
Yeah,
we're
give
gonna
us back
find you,
Somerville High. We
and
want it
we'll
on
take you
Insta.
down.
Somerville TV Media on YouTube. That's where you can find these podcasts. Monday, me and Owen did our test run of our pilot, and look how far we've come, Owen. I mean, Friday we're doing a free-for-all.
Listen to Monday if you want to hear the audio recording of a plane crash.
Well, yeah,
broadcast
it's
live through
awful.
your
But we had to
speakers
start
today.
somewhere. That's my point. Is that yesterday we had this great roundtable with the women in STEM, and they were amazing, much better than we did today. I mean, this was decent.
I'd
but
say Jason was our first hint.
yeah, Jason
of
Barron's was.
professionalism.
Yeah, he was the
And
SPS
Wednesdays,
innovation specialist.
Wednesdays when it got good.
Yeah, Wednesday got good. Today we took a little step backward, but tomorrow we'll try to do better. That's what we always try to do here at the SHS Broadcast Club. I want to thank you guys for being here. We got to sign off and get you guys back to class. Thank you for listening to the podcast. It's the Can I Get a Temp podcast coming to you live all 3 lunches here at Somerville High School.
Live.
Yeah, cool.
See you guys tomorrow.
We'll play some music and see you later, guys. Thank you.
Original